there! You don't know me, but I wanted to message you. You're Tom's wife, Miranda, right?
Excuse me? Who's this?
I'm Tom's girlfriend, and my name is Amanda. I'm assuming you've heard of me before.
So you're Amanda. Of course I know you exist. I'm not stupid, you know. You've left quite the trail of proof for me to find. It was like you were leaving it on purpose so I would figure it out.
So you did find all of that?
Like when I sat in the passenger seat of my husband's car. The seat was always pushed forward. And when I pushed it back, I'd always find an earring or some lip gloss under the seat. I'm pretty sure you left all of that for me to find.
Well, obviously. I needed you to find out about us. Otherwise, you wouldn't leave him, would you? That's why I left a trail for you, so you would figure it out. Pretty well thought out, right?
Well, your initials were on everything. And sometimes it was even your name on it. I also found a photo of you two taken in a photo booth. I was thinking you guys were just a little too dumb and careless. Because if I found out, and if I really wanted to, I could really drag him through the dirt, you know?
And what's the issue with that? We just pay you whatever sum you want to get out of our life. That's not an issue at all.
Well, I guess you have the means. You're not even concerned about how much I would want when we get divorced.
I'll do anything for the love of my life. So I'd like you to divorce Tom.
I've been thinking about this conversation day in and day out. How it was going to take place, what we were going to chat about.
I guess this is a big date for you, huh? Tom says I'm the love of his life. It feels so good to be emotionally connected with someone like this. So in love. But you know, he's way too kind for his own good. He can't even kill mosquitoes, so he couldn't bring any of this up. He couldn't even ask you for a divorce, even though he obviously wants to marry me as soon as he can.
Well, that might very well be. But sorry. I'm not getting divorced because of some fling he's having.
What?
I've always known Tom was a cheater. He has always cheated on me, ever since the beginning. Let me see. There was difficult to pronounce her name girl, perfume girl, drunk girl, leave her dirty laundry in the car girl, oh, and garlic girl. I think there has been 5 since we got married. And now you. Serial cheater, right?
5?
So I have no intention of leaving him. You get it, right? Like all the other girls, you don't have a future with him, so maybe it's best for you to leave him.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I have a few things to discuss with Tom now. So see you later. So we need to have a chat. You know who just messaged me? Amanda. You know her, right?
Who? What? Wait, Amanda?
I totally kept my cool with her. I was super polite. It actually was a great conversation. But with you, it's another story. I am beyond angry. You keep on crossing the line over and over again. I'm not sure when you're going to learn your lesson. But you need to stop this. This is your 6th time now. What is the matter with you?
I'm so sorry. She means nothing. It just happened. I'll end it with her today.
You think I'm going to forgive you just because you tell me you'll break up with her? It hasn't even been a year since your last fling, so I'm not even over that yet. And I find out you're with another girl? Is this a game to you?
I'm really sorry. You know you've been so busy lately and we haven't been connecting. You had no time for me, so I guess I just got lonely, you know?
That should have nothing to do with this. You promised me last time that you would never cheat on me again. And you immediately cheated on me again. Why?
You're my #1, babe. The love of my life. The others don't matter. But sometimes I just get bored, you know? Need a bit of a change in scenery. I think this happens to all guys, you know?
Are you kidding me? If you think I'm going to forgive you every time you cheat on me, you really have me wrong. You've really pushed me to my limit. I'm actually contemplating leaving you this time.
Yeah, right. Of course you won't leave me. You always say this and never end up leaving.
I think it's time to let your family know too this time. You begged me not to last time, so I didn't. But this time is a different story. I'm telling them everything.
Come on! Wait. Give me a minute here. You can't do that. Let's talk about this.
Well, we'll see what your devout parents have to say about this. And then we'll talk.
This is so unfair.
So, when are you going to leave Tom? This is taking forever. Can you please hurry up?
Amanda?
It's been 2 weeks and I haven't heard anything. Were you serious about not leaving him? Because I really won't let that happen.
I'd like to ask the same question. So you guys haven't ended things yet? When I spoke to Tom, he said he'd immediately break things off with you.
Oh yeah, he totally called me right after discussing things with you. Said you found out, so we need to cool things off for a bit.
Cool things off?
You really think I would just agree with that? And I'd just be okay with it? Let me tell you loud and clear, I am not ending things with him. Ever!
Well, I can also tell you that I don't think he's worth the fight.
What are you talking about? He's the perfect guy. He's the #1 salesperson at his real estate company, and he makes more than $200K a year. He's also super handsome and every girl's dream. That's why I am going to marry him. I have to marry him.
Okay.
So I understand why you don't want to leave him too. Like seriously, he's every girl's dream guy. Obviously you're going to turn a blind eye to a bit of cheating here and there. But I'm sorry, Miranda. There's something else I need to tell you. I'm actually preggers with his baby.
What? Pregnant?
Yep, pregnant. Can you believe it? I didn't tell you last time, but I'm already 5 months. And of course the baby's daddy is Tom.
I don't believe this. Tom's baby? That's...
Yeah, so I'm really sorry. You and Tom have never gotten pregnant, right? I'm so sorry to have to rub it in. Must be so hard to hear.
Actually, it's not. Don't mistake me for some weak, timid wife who gets depressed every time her husband does something stupid.
Girl, I feel for you. Trying to be so strong. But I know deep down inside you're absolutely shattered. And FYI, Tom knows all of this too. When I told him I was pregnant, he was a bit shocked. But he was super happy about it in the end.
I can't believe Tom didn't tell me. He knew about the pregnancy and kept it from me, huh? It looks like he's still the same selfish liar he's always been.
Oh, don't get mad at him. Don't blame him. He probably didn't tell you in order to protect me. Because if he did, he probably thought his shameless and cold-hearted wife would do something crazy.
What? Like what?
Like come to me and demand that I give up the baby or something.
Of course I wouldn't do something like that. And just to be sure, you're for sure pregnant with Tom's baby, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, who else's baby would it be? I'm not seeing anyone else.
I see.
So you understand why I need you to divorce him now, right? Kids need their dads. You can understand that, right? So that's why he needs to marry me.
You're right. That's one way to look at it.
You mean that's the only way to look at it? So he's going to live with me and our new baby from now on. I'm pregnant with his baby, so he needs to take responsibility. And you being his wife, you need to take responsibility by getting divorced. And then Tom and I can live our happily ever after and I will have the man of my dreams.
Well, he already has 5 kids, so I guess one more doesn't really make any difference to him.
What?
Well, including your baby. I think that's 6 kids in total now. The whole situation is just too ridiculous for me now. It really is time for me to throw in the towel. So thank you for making me finally see the light. You can have him and go live your dream.
Wait, what? 5 other kids? What?
Okay, so I'll see you later. I need to go call my lawyer to get things started.
Wait, let's rewind a bit. You can't just drop a bomb like that without any explanation. I thought you and Tom don't have any kids. Am I right? So what are you talking about him having 5 kids?
Well, yeah, you're right. He and I don't have kids. Thank God. But he has 5 kids with other women. Seriously? Remember what I told you last time we texted? Tom's a serial cheater. What I didn't tell you at the time was that every time he cheated on me with another woman, he got her pregnant.
What? You must be joking!
The first time he cheated on me was before we were even married. We were already engaged. And I found out the day before our wedding. The woman came knocking on our door. Can you believe it?
The day before your wedding?
I was so in shock and so embarrassed that I didn't even have the guts to cancel the wedding. In hindsight, I should have. I was a different person back then. He also promised me he would break up with her and that he would never cheat on me again. And so I trusted him and continued on with the wedding. Shortly after that, I found out she had given birth to his baby anyway.
Wow.
Not only that, but he lied to me and was still seeing her behind my back. And somehow he was paying her child support without me knowing. I was so caught up with how hurt I was and the pain I felt that I couldn't even find it in me to be angry. I was beyond depressed and crying all the time.
They had quintuplets, right? And that's why he has 5 other kids.
Don't be silly, girl. The same thing just kept happening over and over again. I find out about the cheating, and then I find out about the pregnancy. And then they come to tell me and have the audacity to tell me they will break up with him if we agree to pay child support. Can you believe it? And there you go. So now he has 5 kids with 5 different women.
No, this can't be true.
Looking back on all of that and writing it all out like this, I realize I totally should have left him at the altar. I was really naive. I had so many reasons in my head to convince myself to go on with the wedding. The wedding is tomorrow. You can't break up with him now. He made one mistake. I just chose everything else over me.
That's so crazy. I can't believe he has 5 kids with 5 other women.
Well, it's nothing to be that sad about, really. Think about it this way. Your unborn child has 5 siblings already, and you're not responsible for taking care of any of them. That's super lucky for both of you, don't you think?
But you're paying child support for every single kid, right? How much is it costing you a month?
Yeah, that. So it's $500 per kid, so we're at about $2,500 per month now. And you can't forget that there are the birthdays and some special events like a graduation or some achievement. So I think we're spending like $3 to $4 grand a month on that.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, that's not all. He's also obligated to pay for a few more things. Some of them go to private schools, so he has to help with the tuition and uniforms too. They also all have their extracurricular activities, so there are costs for that. And then there are the tutors too, so that adds up. So I think ballpark around 10 grand a month.
This must be a joke. You're paying that much for kids that aren't even yours?
Well, he got them pregnant, so he needs to take the responsibility, right? I mean, he shouldn't have gotten them pregnant in the first place.
Wait, this is all a bad dream, right? I can't believe you're paying that much every month.
Yeah, but we're still getting by. Scraping by, more like it, but, well, we're surviving. It's because he makes so much money that we can afford all this. Plus, we don't have our own kids, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. He does work hard and has a great salary. 10K a month is only 120K a year, I guess. That's still 80K left for the rest of the year. Not bad at all when you think about it.
What are you talking about? 200K is before you deduct taxes. What lands in the bank account is after you deduct the taxes.
Wait a minute.
I mean, there's a whole lot of taxes that need to be paid when you make 200K a year. I think he takes home around 12K a month now after taxes. And once we pay for the kids, there's about 2K left. On a lucky month, that is when there are no birthdays. There's usually a birthday.
You're joking me! He makes 200K a year! And yet you only have 2K a month?
Unfortunately, yes. And then we have to pay for our rent and utilities, which leaves us with next to nothing. So everything else I pay for.
What?
Yeah, so he makes 200K a year, but his mistakes cost him most of it after taxes. I make a good income myself, so the rest I pay for. So I guess you're gonna have to find a job, too.
This is not happening. This isn't what I agreed to. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and just enjoy my life. This isn't what I signed up for.
Yeah, but a child needs their dad, right? So I'm happy to pass him on to you now. As a man, he's a disgrace, but as a father, he might actually be good.
What do you mean you want a divorce? Are you serious? And you've already signed everything, without the slightest discussion.
Yeah, well, you kind of dug your own grave, Tom. So let's not make a fuss about it. I can't be with you anymore. It's just too much.
Wait, give me a chance to talk this over with you. You're the only one who understands me. And you love me despite all my flaws. You're the only one who will always forgive me. There's no other woman on this planet for me. I apologize to your parents as well. I promised them I would never hurt you again. So please, please forgive me, Miranda. You can't leave me. I can't be without you.
I think you're mistaken. I never forgave you for anything.
What do you mean?
I felt responsible. Because I married you, I thought I could change you. And that changing you was my responsibility. That's why I stayed with you for so long. I also felt like if I left you, which crossed my mind many times, the trail of destruction you would be leaving would have been worse.
That's why you stayed with me?
But I realize now that it really has nothing to do with me, so I can't do this any longer. Once a cheater, always a cheater. There's no changing anything, especially with you, Tom. So I'm going to have to nip this in the bud before it gets any worse.
What do you mean?
I spoke with your parents. We discussed everything. We're making sure that you can't get anyone else pregnant anymore. You know they have procedures for that now, right?
You can't force me to get a vasectomy.
We need to nip it right at the root of the problem, so no other dumb chicks fall victim to your stupidity.
Wait a minute. Wait. Come on! There's no way you can force me to do that. I'm not going to do it. We don't have kids yet. If you do that, you can never have kids with me.
You must be crazy to think I would want your kids. I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemy.
Come on. Don't say that. That's foul. I can't live without you, Miranda. If you leave me, how am I supposed to take care of everything? Every cent of my salary goes to the kids and rent. We're only able to live like this because you make as much money as I do.
That's not my problem anymore. Ask your next wife. She was completely unfazed when I told her that I was planning on cleaning you out in alimony. So I figured she was loaded or something.
Loaded? What are you talking about? Amanda isn't rich at all. She doesn't even have a job.
What? She doesn't work?
Well, yeah. I met her at the casino playing slots.
The casino?
We got close and I asked her what she did. She told me she quit her job a year ago and she's been doing nothing ever since. So I thought she was the perfect chick to just have a fling with when I was bored. So I decided to see her. Wow, and she's super fun, but a total disaster when it comes to being a girlfriend. Marriage is out of the question.
This is all just beyond unbelievable. Now I understand why you two are so meant for each other.
What? Meant for each other? Are you joking me? There's no way we are meant for each other. I make $200K working hard and she makes nothing and spends whatever she has at the casino playing slots.
I'm telling you, you two are meant to be. Anyway, good luck with her.
I can't take this anymore. This is nothing like what I had expected.
Oh, hey, Amanda. How are you?
I can't believe this guy. He told me he loved kids, and so I thought he would help out with our newborn. He doesn't do anything. Everything is up to me. I take care of the baby. It would be a different story if he had money, but he has none. I can't do this anymore. Why do I have to work morning, day, and night? I go to work during the day and then take care of our baby when we get home. It's 24/7.
Well, yeah, you would think he would be great with kids because he has 5 already. But he never lived with them. He has lots of kids, but 0 experience raising kids.
That's fine, but then he should be bringing in more money to make life easier for everyone. Everything goes to child support and we barely have any left for rent. We're just surviving.
Calm down, Amanda. Take a breather. It'll be okay. Look at it this way. At least your child has a mom and a dad. That alone is a great thing for your child.
I'd rather be a single mom than be with a totally useless loser like him. I'd rather take the money for child support and raise our kid on my own. So please, I'll leave him, so please take him back.
I have no idea why you want me to take him back. And why would I anyway? He's your garbage to deal with now.
What do you mean, my garbage? I thought you said you felt responsible for him.
Yeah, but garbage is garbage. It doesn't miraculously change into something else. So he's your responsibility to deal with now. Mine ended with our divorce. I really have no need for him. Honestly, I don't think I ever did.
Please, help a sister out. He's saying the only way he would give me a divorce is if he can make more money or find someone who makes as much money as he does.
You realize you don't need his permission to get divorced, right? Just do it. Otherwise, you'll probably just stay in debt forever. In all likelihood, it will just get worse and worse.
What are you talking about debt for all of a sudden?
After he got divorced, something was bugging me, so I looked into it. I heard you guys met at the casino, right? I wasn't really sure where he got the money to go to the casino, because I sure as hell wasn't giving it to him, and he was already maxed out with all his payments. So I was wondering where the money came from.
Wait, and you're now telling me that that has something to do with the debt?
Correct! I found out that he has at least 10K of debt from his gambling.
This just keeps getting worse. Oh God, I probably shouldn't be surprised, but I am. He's the absolute worst.
Yep. So I'd suggest you get a divorce before this gets worse and you get pulled into the debt with him. I really wish the best for you, Amanda. See you!
Wait! So you're not going to help me out? I want to leave him too. As his ex-wife, you really need to help me out here.
I have no responsibility to do that, and why would I? Pretty bold if you ask me. So I am sure you will figure something out. Good luck, okay? Chat later. I heard a lot of things about them through mutual friends. It turns out it wasn't just Tom that had racked up some serious debt at the casino. Amanda was pretty deep in the hole herself. I was told it was about 200K now. To clear all the debt, he asked all his baby mamas if he could decrease his child support amount. He also asked if he could stop paying for all the extras he was paying for. Obviously, not a single one of them agreed to that. So they went to his parents, begging them to lend the money. His parents were super unimpressed, but they were worried for their grandchild, so they agreed to help out in exchange for custody. It's probably for the best if you think of their baby's needs in future. Tom ended up getting the vasectomy voluntarily, so there were no other babies after that. And apparently now, he can't cheat, because he has no choice but to work 24/7 to pay back his parents and to pay for all his kids. His wife, Amanda, also works nights at a strip club, I heard.